Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine Alternative Homesteading on Monday, June 30th, I believe, 2025. And what you're looking at is a shed. And these criminals, local criminals, have been breaking into my shed and stealing my eBay inventory that I sell to raise money for my 501c3 nonprofit cat rescue, Freya's Cat Rescue. And for all those people out there, Mikayla did not name her daughter after my cat rescue. Freya became quite a popular name in the last 10 years. I've had my cat rescue since 2012. So anyway, so what I did was I decided I was going to tape up the locks last night because it was Sunday night and all the witches around here, they like to break into my buildings like they broke into my chicken coop. That chicken coop over there, 2 days ago, because when I came to open up the door, the bottom lock was unlocked, and I am meticulous about locking the coops and all the buildings at night, double locking. One of my chicken coops actually has a deadbolt. That chicken coop has a deadbolt and 3 locks, but yet the criminals still managed to get in there and filthy it because they're trying to filthy my property. It's called real estate property mobbing. They want to make it appear as if I'm not caring for my property when there is a mob, a group of people, including local government, that has people, gangs of people, tormenting me, filthying my property, dropping poopy diapers, trash, raw meat, raw fish, a dead animal in my mailbox, a double-headed dildo in my mailbox. Yeah, and some of these things, they too won't allow me to post in detail. They call it graphic content. But this is really happening here in Jackson County, Kentucky. And for the record, I am a senior citizen. I'm turning 67 years old this year. And this is property mobbing, real estate mobbing. It's a land grab. They're destroying my property, hoping that I will flee and they'll take it over. Well, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And they do this to animal rescue people, older people, younger people, anybody that owns property. They want to steal it from you. And there are groups of people that gang together to torment innocent people for profit. They're called paid informants. They work with the sheriff's department. Make no mistake, the sheriff's department is always involved. And there are dozens, perhaps hundreds of YouTube creators that are experiencing this very thing, but they don't know that they are targeted or watch listed. The signs are everywhere. Just like with Mikayla Raines, who allegedly took her own life on the solstice witch sacrificial holiday. So what I'm showing you here is that I taped up my lock and the criminals attempted to unravel it to get into the building. So this is just another evidentiary video, okay? And what the criminals do here to devalue my property, because then what happens is when they do everything that they can to destroy the property and realize that I'm not leaving until I sell it, they will send somebody in, one of their best buddies, to give me a low ball offer, just the way they did at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, 07726, Monmouth County, a home that I lived in for 30 years as original owner and renovated it top to bottom. I became targeted there. I have at least a half a dozen theories of who placed me on the list, and it can be multiple people. And this is one of the crimes that were committed on my property, here and here, all the way down there, and all the way here in front of all of my buildings, in front of my house. They are destroying the landscape. They're destroying the grass, and you can't grow anything back there because they have poured toxic chemicals on it, which can take 6 months or a year to mitigate with all the rain that we've been having here. And we are supposed to get some rain here today, possibly. So I also wanted to say that I re-uploaded the Rest in Peace Mikayla Raines tribute beautiful tribute created by Rob Ross. He gave me permission to re-upload it because I told him at the time he had like 56 subscribers. Thankfully, he's got more now. But I told him that I'm monetized and that I'll upload it. And any money that I get, that I will donate back to Save a Fox. And he had in there, allegedly, and this is not his fault, but you got to watch out for these music creators out there that tell you that you can use their music for free. YouTube sends me a copyright notice about the music. Even though I had the license, it said free, blah, 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 blah. One of the creators released the copyright and said that I could monetize it so that I could donate it back to Save a Fox. And the other music creator said, oh, well, you can keep the music, but any of the monetization, any of the money you get comes back to me. So unfortunately, I was not allowed to edit out the music on my main channel, Alternative Homesteading, because I now have what's called auto dubbing. Auto dubbing is a wonderful feature in that when I upload my video, it has a wider reach to translate my videos into multiple languages for people across the world to hear in their own language, auto dubbing. And I have been receiving comments from people speaking in other languages that need to be transcribed. YouTube has that feature. And that's great because the first week that I did the auto dubbing, I got 137 new subscribers. I think it was due to the auto dubbing. However, as soon as you auto dub a video, it's automatic. You cannot edit it anymore. That means that, let's say I accidentally put something in there, my panties are showing or something, I can't blur it out. I can't edit out the music the way I've been doing in the past. So what I did was I uploaded this video to my alternate channel called Targeted Pets on YouTube. And that is sort of like a little backup channel, Targeted Pets. I uploaded it there. I was able to immediately edit the music out, download it back into my software, and then re-upload it to my channel this morning. So that's why you may see 2 Rest in Peace Mikayla Rains videos. In the heading on the right-hand side, you will see one with music and one where the music has been removed. The one with music has garnered close to 4,000 views, and I am not getting a dime, not a penny, not a half a penny, to donate back to Save a Fox. It's all going to the music creator. But this new video is monetized, the music is gone, and any money that I get on that video, and there's another video that I have with the photo of the fox, will be donated back to Save a Fox because I am a donor to Save a Fox. I have donated to them in the past. I love foxes, and it is because of Mikayla that the fox is on my property. I'm handling differently. I was so upset about the foxes on my property because they were stealing my chickens, especially in the wintertime. I would see them run off with a chicken. I'd see a half a chicken, and it would drive me nuts. And I'm thinking, well, what do I do? And then I realized, animals are hungry too. So I made a deal with the foxes. I give them half of the eggs that my chickens lay at night. And the fox will come out. My chickens and guineas will be out cackling to tell me there's a predator. And that fox does not go near a chicken or a guinea. It waits in front of my house for food. So thank you, Mikayla. And people are asking, why would somebody do this to her? Other animal rescue people are incredibly envious and jealous and cruel. Many of them are truly personality disordered. How do I know? I've been saving cats for decades. I have my own 501c3 nonprofit, Freya's Cat Rescue. And I was targeted in New Jersey, I believe, from the feral cat cartel. And one of them, named Maria, would come into my feral cat colony, which was registered with the health department, the only one in the state of New Jersey, steal my cats and place them on Adopt-a-Pet for sale so that she could make money off of my cats. And then she would dump all of her unwanted, unspayed, unneutered cats into my cat colony. And most of them, unfortunately, they were black, because black cats are more difficult to adopt out. She would dump them all at my colony. He. She'd go, he. And then the problem, reaction, solution was she and her buddies reported my colony to the health department. They did it anonymously. If you see something, say something. She tried to get me evicted from there. And then what she did, she made a big deal about it. I filed a petition online, change.org. It went viral around the world. Hundreds of thousands of signatures, people responding to the alleged eviction of my cat colony. Oh, and yes, I reached out to the big ones. So, those big feral cat organizations, they've refused to help. Refused. Flat out refused to get involved. Your donations are not hard at work. It's the small groups like mine, Mikayla's grew. These are the people we're doing boots on the ground. We are working with animals. The other ones, they no longer work with animals. They just steal your money. They steal your money for their health insurance. They steal your money to pay staff attorneys so that they can sue all the people that they don't like, to steal more money from people. They use your donations to buy snacks for their staff on the weekends, on Fridays. That's right. I could go on, but I won't, because I'll get really pissed off. But what this woman Maria did, after I filed my petition, there was a man on Facebook who's quite well known, and his name is escaping me right now, who created a Facebook page for me called Saving the Pine Brook Cats from Extinction. And with all of his followers, they were starting to follow my page, and then Maria said, wow, look at this financial opportunity. She decided to take photos from my Facebook page of my cats, post them to her own Facebook page, whose name I will not mention, and fundraise. She created a fundraiser for my cats. Everybody thought it was me. Okay, the guy's name is RF or RJ Richards or something like that. He's in Pennsylvania. What she did is she went behind my back with the slander campaign and said that the colony wasn't mine, that it was hers, blaming me for all kinds of things, and banning me from posting on that Facebook page as a moderator. They only allowed him to be moderator until I was able to prove to him months later what she was doing. And then he backed out of the page. The page was now mine as the moderator, as the owner of the Saving the Pine Brook Cats from Extinction page. But in order to protect the cats, I changed it. I didn't want anybody to know where the cat's location was. Now, I'm no longer in Manalapan, New Jersey, so I can tell you it was at the Pine Brook Care Center, Manalapan, New Jersey, a rehab center, a home for elderly folks, a nursing home. They had several acres of land, a watershed in the back, where animals would gravitate, not just cats, Foxes, yes, I caught them on my trail cam. Foxes, possums, skunks, raccoons, deer, and predators, human predators. Like Maria's friends. So anyway, yeah, so when the page was finally returned back to me, it was a month later. A lot of the people that had subscribed were shaming, blaming me. Even when I reached out to them to tell them the truth, they ignored me. They had donated so much to Maria. They donated checks. They donated online. They donated supplies and food, pet microchips at the time. They donated so much, and still to today, on her Facebook page are photos of my cats, who were all taken out by the National Feral Cat Cartel, who wanted to photograph all of my beautiful cats and used as a hit list to target every one of those cats died. So I can attest to what Mikayla may have gone through. And she's only 29. She's a different person than I am. I was accustomed to going through a horrific divorce, being in lawsuits, nasty lawyers, nasty rescue people. I'm a different person. I deal with things differently. I'm in my 60s now. I so wish that I had known her personally to tell her not to give up. But I'm going to say also, I don't take any medication. I never have, never would. I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs. I've never been diagnosed with a personality disorder. And I believe that she was falsely diagnosed. And let's not go there. For everybody in the community that's been diagnosed with something, I know you're very attached to your diagnosis. Go read the book ADHD Fraud. Or how about I can do a video on all the negative side effects of all the drugs you guys take. And how it can cause you or anyone to feel the total opposite of what that drug is intended to do. There is an FDA or a former FDA board certified psychiatrist on YouTube that I started following. His name is Dr. Joseph, Joseph. It's called the Taper Clinic, and no, I don't get any kickbacks from recommending his channel. But if you don't want to believe me, go to the board certified psychiatrist and hear what he has to say about the negative side effects of every one of these drugs, which he has a video on, every one of them. And I believe that Mikayla was experiencing the negative side effects of the cocktail that she was taking. And I don't know for sure. That coupled with the bullying, that coupled with being a targeted person, and for the targeted people out there, what does that include if you're targeted? That includes technology. That includes people breaking into your house and tampering with your food and medication. That includes people hacking your electronics in your house to target single people in your house, in your residence, with radio frequencies. Radio frequencies that can change your behavior in a heartbeat. Radio frequencies that can cause depression instantly. It's called behavior modification, and there are dozens of patents out there on this technology and books written about it. People need to wake up. And this technology works extremely well with pharma drugs because every one of those drugs that you guys are taking are laced with nanotechnology, heavy metals. What do heavy metals, how do they interact with electronics? How do they react with radio frequencies? Do your homework, people. Don't take it from me. Go research my channel for all the technology that's out there. I've got a list, a playlist about technology. So this is heartbreaking for me. And I don't for 1 minute, no one will convince me that this was deliberate on her part. She was interfered with to cause what happens, which is a homicide made to look like a suicide. And fortunately, some of you guys feel the same way. So I'm going to sign off now because I'm getting really pissed off. And what do you have to say about it? What do you think? You want to tell people? Flap your wings? Sing a song? Okay, I guess we're not going to get anybody to speak right now. We're a little shy. So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now. It is extremely humid here today. Very, very humid. And I will talk to you guys later.